Hello, and welcome to the Book Buzz Show. I am your host, Cheryl Brooks. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. If you enjoy the upcoming show, please like, follow, and subscribe to the show. And if you enjoy this actual broadcast, please like it as well. It'll help it get noticed. So I appreciate that. Also, if you are new here, we do discuss the book and the characters, but we don't give any like major plot twists or anything like that away that take away from your reading enjoyment, just enough to get you, hopefully, whet your appetite enough to make you want to get the book yourself and have a good conversation. Also, here at the Book Buzz Show, during our second segment, me and my co host for the evening will be giving our weekly book highlights. So stay tuned for that and be sure to get your pens and pencil and paper ready for that. Tonight, I am excited to have this author back on the show. Tonight, we'll be speaking with Elle Wright and her book. Let me bring it up on the screen. A moment. Beautiful cover, too. The book is The X Dilemma by Elle Wright. And for those watching, again, that's the book cover on the screen. For those listening later, it's called The X Dilemma by Elle Wright. All right. And without further ado, I'm going to bring on tonight's guest along with my co host this evening, Shavonna Futrell. Let me bring them on stage. Hello.
Good evening.
Okay, let me change this setup. I don't like whatever. I don't know if I like that one anymore. Any better. All right. So um, I know we talked before. It's been a while though. So for those who are new in the audience, can you give us a little background as far as how you got started on your professional journey? You know, how you came from like idea in your head to being published for the first time?
Um, I've always been a reader. I never thought I would actually write books. Um, so, but I did think I would write a soap opera. I was a soap opera girl. I watched the daytime soaps on ABC and
Me too.
CBS with my granny, and I just wanted. I love soap operas, the drama, the scandal, and all that stuff. And I thought I would write a soap opera one day. It wasn't until I was real grown with kids that I decided to write a book, and it was a thriller. And that book um, had a intimate scene in it,
Mm-hmm.
and someone suggested I start writing romance. And so now here we are. I had an idea about a woman torn between two brothers, and here we are.
Yes, and you were on the show to talk about that one too. That because I
The
think we
Forbidden
talked
Man.
about we talked about the Forbidden Man. Actually, I think we might have mentioned all three, but was the three of them that we talked about? Because I think it's
Yep,
five
I
in the
think we did.
series, right? Yeah.
It's three in the series. Well, three in a short novella in the
Okay.
series.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And as I told you, then I love those
Yeah.
books. Loved them. All right. Okay. So, what is your writing process like? I don't think I ever asked you that.
It has been a long time just plotting in my head. Like I have to be ready to write.
Mm-hmm.
And so sometimes the plotting takes forever. I have to sit in the idea for a long time before I could even get words down on the paper. I develop the characters first.
Okay.
I ask I do like little questionnaires for the character study, just to kind of get an idea of each character.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of do like a bare bones, like jot down what I need to happen in the book. And lately I've been outlining and doing like storyboards,
Okay.
so I can get I'm a stickler for a good timeline. So I like to have my timeline down. So I have a storyboard with the different timelines, like time wise, and then I have scenes that I put on the storyboard that I want to happen in the book.
Okay.
Mhm.
And when are you most at your most creative, in the morning or in the evening?
Morning.
Mhm.
Like after a certain time, I get sleepy, tired, and I
Yep.
want to sit down. I work a day job, so it's often hard to write in the mornings because I do have to work.
Right.
But that's my best time to write is in the morning.
Okay. And okay, so I started asking authors this. In your stories, what do you consider yourself most known for? Like sex scenes, slow burns? I think I know the answer. I think, for in my opinion, but I want to see what you say as far.
I would say rom-com shenanigans and scandal because I have been known to drop.
You know what I
I
was?
have been known to drop a little scandal or
Yeah.
on the page, but I don't know. Like, what would you say?
For me, I would say, and we talked about this a couple of times when you were on the show. You have the most like diabolical parents. I have Elle Red, and also friendships. You do very well with
Oh,
friendships.
I do. I
Yeah.
do. I love writing friendships and sibling
Sim-
relationships. Like I'm
yeah.
Mhm.
really into like found family. So like friends can be family, siblings can be family, everybody's family. And you're right. I love a good girlfriend relationship, fellas,
Mhm.
parents and child. Like I'm just all about the family dynamics and
Yeah, I think
yeah.
you do those well. But you have some. I'm telling you, I was so glad. Well, now you had some in this one too. Some crazy, uh, crazy
And
people.
wait till you read the next one.
What about you,
I
Shabani?
think
What you
I
think
think I
too?
might have seen your beat on this
I
one.
don't know.
Uh-oh.
Shabani, what you think she most known for in her
You
writing?
know what it is, and for me,
You said the first chapter.
the first chapter would be like, pow, wow. She makes sure she got you and she gonna keep you. But yeah,
Mhm.
but also the girlfriends and the family
Hmm.
and food. She good for writing some good food scenes.
Because I be hungry when I'm writing.
You and Cheryl Lister, because she had me like my mouth salivating when I had her on for that.
Oh
What
yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Table for Two.
She does. That's my sis. She always talking about some good food. If you ever are blessed to eat her food,
That's what
you would
everybody
know
keeps telling me.
it.
I told her I'm gonna have to. She got to get these. I think it was some brownies or something she had in there. I said I got to taste
Yo,
these brownies. Yeah.
oh my God, the brownies are addictive. They're so
Yes.
addictive.
Hey, Miss JB, how you doing? Thank you for joining us.
Hey, JB.
Hey, Ola, thank you for joining us.
Hi, Ola. I named a character after Ola.
Oh, did you?
Hmm. I did.
For some reason, my thing is stuck. I'm trying to go down the thing. Hello, everyone, because this thing is giving me a hard time. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. All right. I don't know if I asked you this before or not, but what advice would you give to someone just starting out in their writing journey?
I think you just got to write. You have to write and you have to learn about the business of writing. You can't just jump in there and say, I'm going to write a book. Learn about the business and then just write.
Yeah. I think
Mhm.
somebody else said that too that came on the show. That was their main thing that they had to learn is the business side.
Yeah.
Um, I can see that. And then what do you wish you known when you first started writing that you know now?
That it wasn't always going to be easy. Like when I first started, the words were flowing, you know, um, fast. Like I
Okay.
would say I was very fast writer, but now I'm very slow.
That's a good point.
Mhm.
Because I've also asked that question before the authors, how do they get past like if they get stuck, and
Mhm.
we've gotten different answers. Some authors say they don't get stuck, so that's
Well, I think the more I've written, the more I get stuck.
Mm.
And only because I don't want to keep repeating things,
Right.
like I want to be able to write something new and fresh with each book.
I
It's
love
just,
that. And Antoinette is seconding us with the brownies for
oh yeah, oh she's
JB is saying that we need, what you saying? We need an
any
event so that we can eat.
maybe you keep saying that. I've been having all kinds of events. You gotta come out to the book tour.
Yeah, she's been a little bit of everywhere, JB this year.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I started asking some fun questions for romance authors.
Hmm.
What is one of your favorite romantic gestures made by one of your characters?
Like
Any character, not just in this book.
I like when the guys uh bring them food
I knew this
because
was
that's
what you
like
gonna say.
that's a love language, like this is my,
Yep,
they have micro tropes. That's mine. Like that's a micro trope to me. He brings her food. Like that is one of my favorite micro tropes.
I love
And
that.
I love it.
And
Especially if
especially
it's
when
food
if
that
they
he
feed her too.
yeah, especially if it's food she didn't ask for, but he knows she'll like,
Mm.
you know.
That's reminding me when we were just saying the last time you were on. I think we were talking about Duke, and because wasn't he
Mhm.
a
Yeah.
chef?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he was a chef and
Mhm.
he cooked
Yeah.
for her. That's different.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
Like that's a whole different thing. But if he just like
Yep,
if
I
he
remember
brings
that.
her like in the Exton limb, he brought her Coney Island.
Right.
Hmm.
Which we are known for here in Detroit.
Yes.
And I love that you said it in Detroit too.
Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Is this the first one? Because I know we both in Michigan, but
So Mr. Down for Whatever was set in Detroit.
okay.
I think there might have been one more. Uh the closing bid. The closing bid was in Detroit.
Okay. Okay.
I don't do it a lot because y'all Detroiters. Y'all a different breed. Like y'all, I mean, I got I can tell you one thing. After people read the excellent, I had people all in my inbox about that particular Coney Island that I
Oh
mentioned.
yeah, we can
And I
talk
was
about
like, oh
Coney
no,
Island.
it's a reason.
Yes,
It's a
I
reason
agree.
why. It's a
There's a reason
reason.
why you chose the way you chose.
Yes, it's a reason. It's a reason. Plus, I know, I mean, I have so many friends that are from the D. And so
Mhm.
like everybody gave me a different answer.
Right. You
Like
don't get that. Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
like some people were just like, I like it, it's fine. And I was like, okay, it's people that I've known for over 30 years at this point. So it's like, okay, I trust you. I'm gonna
Right.
go with it.
And they are that is a popular one. That's the one you hear the most about. Well, that one
Yeah,
and
they said that's a tourist spot. I was
right.
like, well, I actually know people who go to that restaurant, sometimes. So it's like, and plus I was thinking like they're downtown
Right.
and it's down that particular restaurant is downtown. So it's close to them. So,
Mhm,
it's
mhm.
just right
And that's
there.
where everything is going on and stuff,
Mhm.
business and stuff. So I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's an overused romantic cliche that you secretly love, like Secret Baby
That
or
I
something?
secretly love. Oh,
Hmm.
I don't love a secret baby. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't love it. Um I definitely don't love that. I I have no idea what a tired cliche is, but I love it.
What about close proximity,
Well,
fake
I actually
marriage?
will always love friends to lovers.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
it's a very popular trope and
Yes,
it's
but I love it
my
too. I
favorite.
love it
It's
too.
my
Me too.
favorite.
Yeah.
I could write it all day.
It's always been my favorite, but you know what? Second Chance is starting to creep up there for my. And you know what? I noticed that you mentioned that. I don't know if it was when I came to the virtual one that you did with the library, but I remember you mentioned that it's not your favorite.
I really
And
don't love it. I don't love it. But I write it,
yes,
I'm challenging myself to step outside of my what I love. So
Because I can see where it can work, because when, like, especially in the case of the two characters in this book, because they
yeah,
were so young. So, as long as they had the maturity coming back around, I could
I
see.
have to say that the ones that I've written,
Mm,
I love them. You
yeah.
know, so yeah, I'll go with. I mean, like one of my favorite books that I've written is A Second Chance, and I love it. But I
Mm,
don't love second chances. Like I don't even
in
like
general.
reading them that much.
Oh,
I
no,
mean, I
okay.
do reading. I can. It depends. It just depends.
Mm-hmm.
But I
That's the
really,
same with me
it
and
has to. It kind of depends on why it's a second chance. Like
Hmm.
like it has to make sense.
That's what I
I'm
agree. Yeah.
like the type of person that I don't like to give. I don't think, like once you break up, we're done. You know what I'm saying? So like
Mhm,
no
mhm,
second chances, no take backs.
No spinning
mhm.
the block.
Yeah, no spinning the block. Yeah, we're not running it back. Like we just
Right.
yeah.
Because there's usually a reason why you are not together in the first
Right.
Mhm.
place. But the romantic in me, I do love the second chance. My least favorite is enemies to lovers. I have a hard time reading those.
You know,
But
it's usually if I did an enemies to lover, they would have had to been friends first and then enemies.
okay, yeah,
Because there's just
something
something
happening.
about like even with second chance, like I think with all of the second chances I've written, they were friends first, and then they got in a relationship, and then they broke up, and then they got back together. Because it's something about starting at a friendship
Having that foundation, yeah.
and having that foundation, and since that's my real life love story, and he was my best friend to lover,
Mhm,
and I've been married 26 years,
mm,
almost 27. And as within a marriage, you have your trying times, your times that test you.
right.
But that friendship is invaluable, and you can
Mhm.
lean on it when you don't feel like talking to your husband, but you want to talk to your best friend. You
I
know.
love that. I love
Mhm.
that. Jennifer is saying she's sorry that she couldn't make it. She got sick.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jennifer, I hope you feel better.
I hope so too.
Mhm.
Hello, Erica. Thank you for joining us.
Erica.
This is a good one for you, Erica. If you haven't read it yet, I don't know if you have or not. Okay, so when you're in the mood for a good romance, what is your go-to movie? Pretty much.
I love it's complicated. I don't think that it's a romance per se, but it's romantic.
What movie is that? It's complicated. It sounds
It's
familiar. Who's
it's
in that?
got Meryl Streep. Wait, is it Meryl Streep?
Oh
And
yes,
Alec Baldwin.
yes,
Alec
yes.
Baldwin. Man, I crack up at that movie, and
Because weren't
I
their
love that
kids like
movie.
didn't it have something to do with their grown kids
Yeah,
too?
the
Yep,
grown kids, and they
yep.
get back together, and then they don't get back
Hmm.
together. But it's so funny, and it's so strange because it's exactly how I feel about A Second Chance. If you think about it, they got back together because of sex. It was
Right,
hate
right,
sex or
right,
drunk sex, whatever. And then they kept having sex, but then they realized, man, we're not doing this again. So they didn't really get back together. So, like I
right.
love that.
They
I
they
love
they
that.
they they kind of got to that
Hmm.
point, and then like they
Yeah,
figured
yeah, yeah,
out
yeah.
like it's not gonna,
Yeah,
you
they
know.
tried they thought they might want to circle the block, but they didn't. They didn't end up
Mhm.
doing it because they had changed so much. Like when you
Right.
break up with somebody, you change and you're not the same person that you were with them.
True.
I guess sometimes that works for, the relationship to do it being
Hmm.
better. But yeah.
That's when I was saying if it had to do with like a maturity thing,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
and you had some growth or something. But
Mhm. Like in this
uh
book, like there was a significant amount of time that passed in
yeah,
Excellent, 16 years where they hadn't even seen each other at all or talked to each other.
right.
So
And I
yeah.
love too. Well, before we get to that, did you see what I had on there about the bookshelf? What's on your bookshelf?
Mhm.
Okay,
I
so
did.
what's your three recommendations for us?
I'm gonna go with anybody who knows me knows that I have some lit sisters that I'm always with.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go with Corrupted Promises by Sherelle Green. It's part of the Maverick Dynasty. If you haven't read The Crowns and the Mavericks, get into that because it's a trip.
Love those.
Milo's Tale by Cheryl Lister and Eric's Tale by Angela Seals are books that are part of like a fairy tale reimagining we did together. And those are amazing books.
Actually, I scheduled Angela to come on to talk about Eric's Tale.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
I
it'll be
can't
her first
wait.
time on the show too. So
Oh,
yeah,
good.
yeah. So
I can't wait. Yeah. So if you haven't read it, get into that. I mean, there's so many people that are in my rotation, like AC author Aja, Stephanie Nicole Norris, like Tiffany Warren, her new book, Wedding in Harlem is coming
Oh
out in
yeah.
May. And there's just a lot of people. And of course, my fave, Miss Bev.
Yes, yes,
You
yes.
know?
Yes, yes, yes. Love her stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, Erica said she did read it. Okay. I should have known, Erica, that you read it already. um, and JB is saying, me and mine dated for over 2 years, getting to know each other. Good friends first. Love
See,
that. Hmm.
that's good.
Love, love, love that. Okay, so we're going to get into the book and the characters a bit. And okay, for those who haven't read it, the book yet, can you give us some background on Wesley, which is the male main character, as far as like his backstory and what's his like motivation as
Um,
a character?
so the word that comes to mind when I think of Wes is shame, because he has so
Mm,
much shame that he's carrying with him because of how things ended with Albany. But when the book opens, I did a little prologue to kind of give you a gist of what happened to break them up. And but when the book opens in the present, he is in trouble. Like he's drinking a lot.
right.
He's an F boy, and he gets the attention of this mysterious blogger who is dragging him through the internet streets. Exposing all his little dirty deeds. And um his grandmother, who's the owner of the Bachelor Corporation, she gives him a warning, like, um fix it or you're fired. You know what I'm saying? And his job
Right.
is like the only thing that he's doing good. Like, he's a great employee. He has a high position in the company. He worked his way up there. But he doesn't want to get fired. And
Hmm.
also, Granny had also told all of her grandkids to marry or lose your inheritance. And so then she turns around and hires his ex-girlfriend
Right.
to be the PI to figure out who Miss T is, which is the social media blogger. So yeah, it's a whole thing. Like it's a mess.
Yes, and I love that dynamic too,
Mhm.
of how she
Mhm.
came back into his life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, I love this cover. Did you have any input on the cover?
No, so my publisher, Kensington Books, Kensington Publishing, they asked like details about how I saw the characters, and I gave them a full synopsis, and they created this bomb cover based off of that, and I love it. Love the
Hmm.
cover. It's one of my favorite covers.
Yeah, I love it. I love this, and I
Mhm.
love the colors. They pop.
Yes, I,
Um,
I I love the colors. I love the binoculars. I love the font. I really love the characters because they fit
yes,
Alvin and Wes, So yeah.
love that. Okay, so is it Albany or How you pronounce her name?
Albany.
Albany.
Mhm.
How would you describe her?
Albany is type A personality. She owns her own business. She's a PI, private investigator. She recently lost her job with the FBI, lost her marriage to a trifling son of
Hmm.
a something. Um, and then ends up having to move back to the hometown to get herself together, which brings her in close proximity
Right.
with Wes. and as you know, Granny hired her to do a job,
Right.
and she needs the money, and so she does her job, but it puts her it puts her in contact with Wesley, which starts to bring bring them back together in a way that she didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
Only because she can still see the Wesley that was her best friend when they were children and teenagers, and the Wesley that she fell in love with all those years ago as a teenager. And then she can also see the regret in his eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and she realizes that she doesn't hate him. Like she told herself she hated him for so many years, but she realizes quickly that she doesn't hate him. And so,
Right.
yeah.
Now there were several themes to the story. Second chance, of course, is the
Mhm.
main obvious one, but the characters, were dealing with some type of forgiveness and healing.
Yeah, healing,
Um,
trauma, childhood
mhm.
trauma, found family,
Yep.
of course. And Bree's and Albany's friends, Bree and Kay. Bree and Kay are sisters, but they kind of took Albany in as
Right.
another sister. And grandma, Albany's grandma Liv is best friends with Wesley's grandma.
Yes, I
So
love the friendships
yeah.
in the story. Love them, love them. I have starting over too because I think that
Mhm.
is
Starting
for
over.
Albany
Yes.
and for her grandmother too.
Yes. And it's
Um,
always been you vibes.
mhm.
It's just he'll do anything for, love that about
Yes,
him.
and JB is saying heart clutching healing. Yes, yes,
Yes, yes, yes,
yes,
yes. I
yes.
agree, JB. Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to get into the book. Okay,
Mhm.
so as JB is saying about the grandmothers, let me take this off the screen. Yes, they were JB. They were definitely matchmakers, and they were hilarious. They were hilarious, especially Albany's grandmother.
Oh my God, Grandma Liv was hilarious. She was my fave. Like she was my fave.
I loved her, and how she just said whatever she came to
Yeah.
mind. She said
Right.
she did not care, but I loved how she was so supportive of Albany, and she was a buffer between her
Hmm.
son and his old terrible wife.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. They are
Because
horrible. The parents in here are horrible, but the grandparents are clutch.
yes, 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 yes. So you did give us some balance
Mhm.
in the parents and the grandparents, but
The parents
yeah,
are
you can write some. 'Cause
terrible.
I wanted to jump through the thing on her stepmother for real.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
And
her father too, just sitting at the dinner table, letting her
yep.
say whatever she wanted to say. Um,
Wes has a good mom. Like his mom is great, but his
mhm.
daddy, rest in peace. He wasn't that great.
Right, and you get that sense, yes, that he was
Yeah.
not.
Mhm.
Um, Now, hmm. With the families, I noticed that okay, was this intentional how we had like the grandmothers at the head of both families instead of like them,
Mhm.
having a grandfather?
It
Was
was
that
intentional
intentional?
because if you think about it, a lot of families in the Black community have women matriarchs
Hmm.
that handle the whole family, and I don't think Granny or Grandma would have chosen that for themselves,
Right.
but that both of them rose to the occasion. Like they just start handling their business. Like Granny, she had a really true love story, which is why she wanted her grandkids to have a true love story because her kids, she just felt like they were useless anyway. Like she couldn't get through to him, so she wanted to
Hmm.
at least try to get through to the grandkids and see if she
Hmm.
get through to them. And grandma, she had a really traumatic marriage. And then she just got a little bitter and petty, like
Right. That's why I think she could relate to her granddaughter with what she went through with her ex-husband. And
Yeah. She went through a lot with her ex-husband. And then
yes.
it took her finding love for her to realize that she wanted that for Albert. You know, and I said she
Right.
wanted, she missed out on it. Like she
Right.
missed it. You know, she missed that, you know.
I love their relationship. Hey, LaShira, thank you for joining us.
Sharon.
Hey, Katina, thank you for joining
Hi,
us.
Katina.
Yes, Jennifer, we all did. She said she
Yes.
laughed out loud.
I
That
did
Albany
too.
caught
When
her
I was watching,
her
I was
granddad
cracking up. Like Granny had me cracking up. Grandma Liv had me cracking up the entire book. Every time she was on the page, I was cracking up.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I told you not to come over here.
Right. I told you I was fine.
I told you I was fine. Why you bring your butt over here? Like, and then during the church scene, which
Oh yeah.
I love to write a good church scene. Like I just love. I'm here for the shenanigans at church.
Yes.
Right.
Church funerals, weddings. I'm all about.
And I think I told you this when I came when you were doing the virtual with one of the libraries, and I told you this was a secondary character, but I hope we get more of her because I really loved her. What we did see of her personality, and that's Amber. Remember I said something about Amber. You're like, who is Amber?
Right.
Somebody asked me about Amber like early on, and they were like, "Is Amber getting the book?" And I'm like, "Who is Amber?"
Right. I think it was when you did Midnights. They was talking about Amber, and she was like, "Who is
Because
Amber?"
I brought her up too at the on the virtual thing, and
thinking like, "Who is that?"
You did too good of a job on that secondary character on this.
Like
probably because she was in the first chapter, and then she was
I like that interaction. I love the way.
Yeah.
I just love the interaction between her and Wes, especially at the barbecue where
I love
that she wasn't pressed.
And she never was pressed. Like that's why I'm like, I needed him. Like I think if there wasn't like even Wes said, if there wasn't an Albany, there might have been an Amber. You know, him and Amber. You know, because he just
he actually liked her, but you know he was in love with somebody else. Yeah.
Yeah, he liked her spirit. He liked that she wasn't like all into him, like you know,
like all the rest of the women that were falling at his feet. That was another scene that stood out to me. I love the barbecue where
all
the grandmamas together out there matchmaking.
And all the grandmothers there, and they they
have their grandkids. That was so funny. I love the sharing the plates between Wesley and Albany, and I just like when women aren't afraid to eat in front of men because I know several women like over the years that wouldn't even eat in front of their man. So it's just like I like to see that.
Kicking at the
salad, they just order a salad.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the barbecue because I enjoyed bringing all the grandmas on the page and like
that was hilarious,
right?
And just kind of having Albany like suspicious, like what the hell is
going
on here?
Like she knew something was up, and then I think we got this towards the end where they were talking about what happened after they left or something about the
And you know, just like seeing all of it, I could just envision like just people just moving around, and Albany is sitting still watching people, like like watching people, like what is going on, and Wes is not paying attention, like Wes is not even thinking nothing of it. Bree wasn't thinking nothing of it because she's running from Hendrix, and you know, like it was just so much going on.
All of it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And what's the other brother? What's the other cousin's name? Was it wasn't Hendrix because he didn't have a girlfriend, I don't think, but he was like a player, I guess. Because I think that's the one they said the two grandmothers got into it over because
Hendrix. Okay. Yeah, they got into it because they wanted their daughter to be with Hendrix.
Right.
It's just like, but
No.
Hendrix is not for them. Hendrix is
Right.
for someone else.
No.
And I can't wait for his story. Oh, you know who else I love too as a character? Her brother Moses.
Oh yeah.
He
Moses has
definitely
a surprising connection to someone in my backlist, like some people in my backlist.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay.
Because I love the way he came to her defense when they were at the restaurant.
Mhm. And
Instead
he
of
shows up for her. Like he shows up for her.
love it, love it, love it.
Yeah.
What
And
were you saying,
isn't,
Shabana?
isn't Hendrix from another one of your books?
No.
Why I thought he was from one. He was in one of the Young's books.
Hendrix? Mm-mm. Is he? Is there, I mean, no, I don't think
Maybe
so.
it's just somebody else's name.
Maybe so, but I
Like I have a Kendrick, but I didn't have a
thought
Hendrix.
Hendrix was, because I got highly excited when I was like, okay, they got Hendrix. I was like, I'm totally wrong. See, you read so many books.
So now I'm gonna have to go back and see if
Right.
Like I don't remember that. Like I don't remember ever having a Hendrix. I've had a Kendrick, but not a Hendrix.
Okay, well, you would know. I was thinking he was somewhere with the Youngs, like one of the Youngs' friends. I knew he wasn't a brother or cousin of them, but I was thinking he was.
I'm like ticking down the Youngs now. Like I'm thinking Blake, Bliss, Asa, Duke, Hendrix. I mean, Tristan.
See? But even she don't say Hendrix.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
But if it is another Hendrix, it's not that one.
Okay.
Okay, so I also like the fact that you didn't make it easy for Albany to accept West back. I mean,
well, I was getting
like
dragged for that. Like the readers, y'all wanted them. Y'all wanted them.
Oh wow!
No, I actually appreciated that because I'm like, I love that she was just how mature she was about it. She didn't have any ill feelings or anything like that. She just
had to work
her peace of mind. She didn't want to.
In the beginning, she had ill feelings, but once I think the turning point for Albany was the fundraiser.
Okay, yeah.
Like once she saw him lose it with Jackson,
yeah,
I think that's when she kind of like softened a little, and that's why she quit.
And you're right, because she was definitely holding him at arm's length at first, like she
Mm-hmm.
didn't really even want to be bothered in the same room with him. Yeah,
but I think it was always just coming from a point that she didn't want to be bothered because she didn't trust herself not to fall back into a familiar place with him. And after he hurt her the way he did, and even though it wasn't technically his fault, it was because he knew that this was about to happen. Right. But he selfishly couldn't bring himself to tell her or even to give her a heads up that something would change eventually. I mean, I know that he was told not to say anything, right, but he also didn't have to have sex with her for the first time.
Yeah, knowing that it was about to be, he was about to ghost her. Like,
yeah, like he didn't have to do that, but he did. But he did it because he was 16, and he loved her. Like he loved her. So he just he wasn't even mature enough to handle that. He was just a kid himself. But at the same time, that doesn't change the hurt that she experienced over it.
Right. And I think a lot of women will be able to relate to that because, especially if you've been, cheated on or whatever the problem was where you are no longer with the person or whatever.
Yeah.
He hurt you. And then he comes back into your life.
Like, I think the readers are torn because they wanted them to get together faster and they were sick of her like holding them at arm's length.
Yeah.
But like I always say, she had to be comfortable with it because the breakup is tied to sex. So like,
True.
I mean, like she had to be okay with that. Like she had to be okay with jumping back into bed with him after what happened, So she just had to be okay with it, and she had to test the waters, which is why
Right.
she made the first move, and she kissed him.
Mm-hmm.
She had to see if it was worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like she had to test herself to see if it was worth it. You know.
It all played out very realistic to me. I'm glad it did. To me, it was like Taisha saying, it lasted the right amount of time because it wasn't
Thank you.
dragged
Mhm.
out,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
Yeah.
too fast either. So I think
Mhm.
he timed it just perfect.
I think so. I mean, because like I
Mhm.
said, I am not the second chance girly, but uh, I mean, I could see if they broke up mutually. You know what I'm saying? Then
Mhm,
they tried to
mhm.
come back together, I guess.
Right.
But this wasn't a mutual breakup. This was like have sex,
He tore
ghost
her
her.
heart out.
You know,
Yeah.
like you ghosted her. He ghosted her,
Mhm.
you know, and didn't just disappear from school or didn't
Right.
call her. He left town. Like he just
After they were
left town.
intimate,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which makes it worse. And then
Mhm.
too, for her to also have just gone through what she did with her ex-husband and the betrayal
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
of
yeah.
that.
And so
So I
yeah.
could see her taking her time and
Mhm.
not even really being interested in even being with any guy, let alone going back to
Exactly.
somebody who had just, had
Yeah.
hurt her in the past.
Mhm.
So to me, it played out perfectly.
Yeah.
Um, Jennifer, yes, Jackson was.
And then he was a little wimp too. Like he was such a wimp. Like Jackson is actually older than Wes. So like he's a little wimp. Like he's a wimpy. He's wimpy.
um, and Erica saying the timing worked out well. It would have been worse if she'd taken them back too early, but then
Yeah,
kept
I
bringing up
agree.
old
I agree
stuff.
with
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like she she had to be able to not bring it up again before she could get back together with him. Like, because every
Right.
time she saw him, it was just like, okay, I have to stop myself from doing this because he did this. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
hmm
But you know what I thought was interesting too is he had got to the point too where um, he was willing to back off
hmm
when she said, I need you to
hmm
back off and
need you to
give me
back off, and
space.
he
Yeah.
did.
Hmm.
And then she realized she didn't want that.
Right.
Mhm.
And I thought that was realistic too.
That's realistic. Like that's what
Yep.
I failed to understand how some readers don't realize that they know people that act like this. Like
Yeah, we all do. Just
you
like
know
JB
people that
said,
act like
I think
this.
she lived that situation.
Right.
Yeah, like you know people who bring up old shit all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Like you know people
mhm.
who do that. You know, so it's just
Yep,
like
yep. And the guys be like, "Why you bringing up? Why you keep
yeah,
bringing that
why
up?
you bringing that up? You know,
Because
you
you haven't healed from
yeah,
it." Yeah.
because
That's right.
everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all of us to a certain extent have brought up old stuff. You know,
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
this part. It's human nature.
Yeah, I agree. But I thought it was perfect. I love them as characters.
Thank
I love
you,
that
thank
even
you.
though she, had so much happen to her with, losing, somebody taking her money and all that, and leaving her
Mhm.
broke, and her having to come back home.
Yeah.
You still wrote her like she was still strong and
Mhm.
independent. So I loved her character.
She was a little drunk sometimes, but in
That
her
too. That
defense,
too.
she
Her
went through
and
some
West,
stuff.
her and West, because I was gonna ask you about that too. I'm glad you brought that
Yeah.
up.
Wes had a
Um,
problem. Albany was just she was just frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think she was drunk all the time. She was just drunk at weird times. Like she was drunk and sending emails when she shouldn't have been.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you notice when she was drunk though, it always was tied to him. It was
True.
always in
True.
her feelings for him, like her feelings that she didn't want to acknowledge for
Right.
him. Mhm.
And for him, I could see um him drinking to escape, and also sleeping with all sleeping
Mhm.
around for
Mhm.
escapism too. Um,
Yeah.
because now, was it because he hadn't dealt with what happened with his father, or what was it
I think
about?
it was just all of that together. Like he just had a lot of things happen when he was so young
Mm-hmm.
and helpless to do anything about it because they told him what he was going to do, which is why when he finally had his conversation with Granny at the end,
Right.
he she told him, she apologized to him because
Mm-hmm.
she knew that she felt like she caused
Right.
what was going wrong with him
Mm-hmm.
by just not being honest. And Granny she had good intentions, but we oftentimes we do have good intentions, but it that doesn't mean that it impacts people in a good way.
Right.
So we might have good intentions, but the people that we have good intentions for may not receive those good intentions,
Mm-hmm.
the way we want them to.
Right.
Are we going
Mhm.
to see any more of his what was his name? He was an uncle, like an uncle to him, Elijah, I think was his name.
Elijah,
Yeah.
uh, Elijah comes. She has a bit part in the next book, but not too big.
Okay.
But he will when I write Erica's story, though.
Okay.
Mhm.
Um, Jennifer says she has an ex now trying to come back.
Ah!
And she said she does bring up what he did.
I mean, yeah, because if you haven't gotten over it, then yeah.
hmm Erica said I was shocked.
I
Albany
I
married
know.
her husband. Yeah.
I know, Erica. Me too. But Albany was trying to finally get her father's approval.
Mm,
And also she was still like, you know how you get hurt and you make reckless decisions? Like
right.
that was her relationship with her ex-husband. It was a rebound and it was um it was her first relationship after West,
hmm
and her father loved him. Her father was supporting and encouraging her to do it. So she has
And him, oh my goodness.
she had a lot of trauma too. Like they both had traumatic past,
hmm
childhood with parents.
That's definitely one of your standards in your. Some are worse than others, though. But
Yeah. Oh gosh. Some are worse, a lot worse.
oh man. And speaking of spilling the tea, I love that angle too with Miss T.
Miss
And
T.
I know you, Savannah, were you trying to figure out who Miss T was?
um, of course I was trying to figure it out, but they kind of gave it
We're not
away.
gonna give away who it
They
was, but
kind
were
of
you
gave it
trying?
away. I
Yeah.
mean, kind of.
When
The
did they
little
give
clues,
when did I give it away though? Like at the restaurant?
the little clues, the just the way they was finding out. I kind of
Yeah.
figured they had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
and they and
saying?
they and Albany did make it known that it was somebody close to him, so that gave us a little
Yeah.
clue. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because that would have to be with some of the stuff that was coming out. Um,
But what
but
did shock me, it was that all of them were involved. Like
Yeah.
they all made a whole little situation. Like, really? Who don't put y'all on game?
I'm
oh
telling you,
man,
like I was cracking up at that because
Yeah,
yeah, Miss T wasn't playing though. Like she was serious.
all on. Yeah.
But I did drop clues all throughout, so I was kind of hoping that some people would get it, but I
Mm.
don't. A lot of people didn't. Like they were just like, oh. But I
I
was
thought it
dropping
could
clues,
be.
like
I
it was
thought it
clues
could
all
be the
through the
person
book.
that
It was
the ones
clues
that it was.
everywhere in it.
It was a lot of
Yeah.
clues.
She said nobody can top it, but she just told us that we got one
Come
coming
back,
up that's gonna
come
top.
back to me, Jennifer, after you read the second book in this series, and
Oh
and
no, I'm gonna
tell
be.
me if somebody could top Senior.
Oh my goodness.
Scene was something else.
I mean, I think I had some good evil parents. Like I
Hmm.
can remember Dr. Jackson.
Oh yes.
But he was redeemed at the end. And Preston's mom from It's Not Love Is Business. Like I
Yeah.
had some crazy parents. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
a
love it
crazy
though.
one in the book we talked about from the youngs from I can't remember whose mother, whose
Oh,
parent.
Demi's mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Demi's mom. Yeah, yeah, Demi's and her dad. Her dad was horrible too. Like they were horrible. But I
Man,
love
that's
it though. I love it.
So why do you like horrible parents?
I don't know because I feel like okay. So here's the thing. I think a lot of us that are parents, we don't realize that we could have traumatized our own kids, even if we have like the best of intentions.
Right.
And so like I just kind of like to show that when you're traumatized as a kid, it follows you your whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a mirror into the things that you have done and how you react to others, and and how you are within a relationship, a romantic relationship, within friendships. And so like your relationship with your parents is like your first real relationship,
Right.
and
Right. That's the
if
standard.
that's
Yeah.
not good, then it could impact the rest of your life, like
Mm-hmm.
your other relationships.
Right.
That's true.
Hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to figure out what's going on with Kay too. Um,
With who?
with Kay,
Oh yeah, yeah.
uh, I was very intrigued. Okay, like what's going on? Why is she not
Oh.
happy? Why is she not
Feel
happy?
like Kay got somebody else and she don't want, you know, you know, somebody else. But she only with that one because of the parents. And yeah.
That's what it seemed like that she doing it
Hmm.
for somebody else just besides herself. Yeah.
Kate is like, she's very traditional. Like she goes to work every day. She's never late. She has a home. She has a cat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
they bought a home. They have a dental practice together. And so like she's just moving along like it's expected.
Hmm.
And when she doesn't feel like that's what she should be doing, that's when she crashed out.
Mm.
And then she was just like, okay, I can't do this. So yeah, that's exactly right, Tina.
Hmm.
Yep.
Hmm.
It can affect everything.
Yep.
Um, but I love the book as usual. I'm not
But
surprised.
sometimes you can have a really good parent, like, and still turn out bad.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's true.
mhm.
We see that in real life.
Yeah, like you can
Yeah.
have a good parent, but maybe that parent is different later in life than they were in the beginning. Because I think also sometimes we get caught up working, as parents, because we have to
Mm-hmm.
provide.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we miss the little things that kids need, the attention that they need, because we're so busy trying to give them everything we didn't get.
Right.
Right.
And so, like, the best gift you could give your kid is time. And so, you might not have been a bad person, and maybe you didn't try to be a bad parent, but your lack of attention with your kids caused
Mm-hmm.
them to go astray.
Right.
Or you could have given them everything they
Too
wanted,
many.
and then
Yeah.
they
Too much
just
attention.
turn into
Yep. Title. Yeah.
entitled maniacs.
When we see, and actually, that's what Granny
Hmm.
from the book. That's what she was saying about she
Yeah,
didn't want her grandkids to turn out like because
like
they
her
saw the
kids. Yeah,
signs. Yeah, that someone was acting
and
like they.
Granny worked a lot. Like Granny worked to build her company, so she was gone a lot. So there's a little of that in there too. So, but then she gave them everything they wanted. Like she
Mm-hmm.
gave them money, she gave them status, like she gave them a leg up.
Right.
She gave them jobs, you know what I'm saying? Like she gave them everything they needed, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
kids just don't appreciate it. They think they're owed something, and
Right.
then they do some crazy stuff and end up dying in the Detroit River. You know what I'm saying? Like, just crazy.
But I love that grandma that Albany's grandmother got her second win
Mhm.
with her mate.
Yeah.
Who's his name? Ace.
Yeah. Ace.
Um,
Hmm.
love that,
Ace
and I
was
love the gift that she gave to her granddaughter.
I love Ace because
Mm.
Ace was showed up in Mr. Doubtful Whatever. Ace
Okay.
is Nero's granddad.
Okay. So
And he
okay. So
raised him after Nero's dad died. Nero's parents died, and he took him in and raised him. So he was a big part of Mr. Doubtful Whatever, and he was a fan favorite. And I just thought, you know, at the end of Mr. Doubtful Whatever, he met this woman, and that woman was just Grandma Liv. Like
okay.
it was
Okay.
connected. Like, and he was asking Nero, just letting Nero know that he met this lady that he really liked that flower day, and that's her. So.
I love it. I love it. I love
Mhm.
it. Okay, so we are close to time. Do you have anything that you can discuss as far as what's coming up next, what you're working on?
I am finishing up the book 2 in the Bachelor Life series and jumping right in to finish the Youngs. I have 2 more Youngs to go.
Okay. And I need to catch
Asa,
up. I'm behind on the Youngs. I need to catch up on.
I have
It's hard
Asa
because I'm always rooting
and
for the
Bliss.
show and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. I understand. But Asa and Bliss are next. And I'm gonna put them out back to back so they could just be done.
Okay.
Love it because I love that
Oh,
series too.
thank
So
you.
I can't wait to dive back into that too. Oh, to continue to say off topic, she loved the hoodie.
Thank you. I
Yes.
got it from
Bring it
Nicole,
on.
the shop at Nicole Falls. So
Mhm.
JB is saying her dad. Let me see. Uh, my dad was a good father, but not so
yeah.
good as a husband. Yeah, you hear that a lot too.
hmm
Learn well from his behavior. So my choice
Yeah.
of husband was very important. And that's
And you
good that
think
you
about it,
learned from that and not
yeah.
repeated it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Right.
And then, like even my husband, like we had a conversation a couple of years ago because my husband has always been a worker.
Mm-hmm.
And so like he worked afternoons the majority of my kids' childhood. So he missed out on a lot of stuff and it kind
Right.
of haunts him. So he's a good dad, but he did miss out on a lot of good moments because he worked at night. He
Right.
worked from like 3 to 2 in the morning. Like you know what I'm saying? So that was
When they were
prime
all
time for the
doing, yeah.
kids.
Everything happened. Yeah.
Yeah, so like, you can have the best of intentions, but you just don't know how it's going to impact your family.
That's
Mhm.
true.
And so like, nowadays, like now that our kids are grown and 2 of them moved out, he like, I missed out on a lot, and I think it kind of
Mm-hmm.
haunts him to this day because he wishes that he had been there to see, just to eat dinner with us and, just to watch movies and stuff like that. So, he didn't go on days until our kids, my daughter was like 13 when he went on days. So,
Okay, yeah.
and my son, my youngest son was like 10. Like it was just like it was very late by the
Mm-hmm.
time he went on days, the day shift. And so he missed out on those younger years where you can kind of like spend that little time.
That's when you hear too about people who
Mhm.
do the, get a do over with the grandkids and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
grandkids come.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's it right there. Like
Mm-hmm.
even Grandma Liv, like she worked a lot too. And
Yeah.
when she was able to take Albany from her dad,
Mm-hmm.
it was like giving her a second chance.
Right.
And
Yeah.
you'll see that as the books continue, you'll see that Granny and Grandma Liv have similar stories with their kids. And Grandma Liv had to take in some of her grandkids too. But I didn't really talk about it in this book because that's not Wes and Albany's story.
Okay.
But they have similar situations in that their kids sucked and they had to take in their grandkids to protect
Right.
to
Mhm.
protect them. And so like Grandma Liv took in Albany because Greg and his nasty wife didn't treat her right. And
Right.
And
so
I hated that she still craved that, I'm
mhm,
like, why is she even going to dinner with them?
because that's his dad, like that's her dad, you know
But
what
I,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
you do
And,
get, yeah,
and she didn't have her mom. She didn't
yeah.
have her mom. So that was her dad. She wanted a relationship with him. And actually Allison was her mom for
Right.
like the first part of her life, like she didn't notice anything was wrong until she was able to kind of think for herself, you know. And so like she wanted Allison's approval because she loved her. She thought, you know, that was the only mother she knew for so long, you know.
Well, you're the queen of crazy, dysfunctional parents. I'm afraid to find out who this other parent is coming up.
But I do have really great parents
You
too.
do have
like
good ones too. You do have some great ones.
Mama Vicky and Papa Stu were excellent parents, like excellent parents. So, like,
and you make up for it too, like with the friendships, because I love your friendships in your books and your found.
Oh yeah. Stuff, yeah. I mean, because sometimes a girlfriend is like everything. Like your girlfriends, like you know, they hold you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And I love too. I think that's why I love The Forbidden Man and those books so much, because it wasn't even you had the girlfriends, but you also had the male and female friendships in it too. Yeah.
It was just like a group of friends, and they all paired up in some way, you know, like it was only like and you know, there was siblings part of it, but they were a group, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Loved it.
Same with Pure Talent.
Yeah. I gotta catch up on all the books.
The only one that's different is Wellspring, because Wellspring is a little different. So
yeah. I read how many books was for in the Wellsprings?
Three.
Yeah.
And then the little novella
that I didn't read yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Then there's One More Drink is like an extension of Wellspring, but
okay.
But Radix Tale takes place in Wellspring, so I think I might go back to Wellspring. And even in the X Dilemma, there's a Wellspring connection.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Because it's a town I created, so I want to use it. You know, so
love it. Well, congratulations on this book and on your book
tour.
Thank you. I hope it continues to go well for you with the tour.
Thank
you. Don't wear yourself out too much on it.
I'm tired.
I know you are.
I can't wait to see you in May. I finally get to meet you in person.
I know.
What's happening in May?
Black Romance.
We haven't met in person. Are you sure we haven't met?
I'm positive.
Aren't you at Raw?
Raw.
In 2017?
No.
Oh no, 21.
I went last year.
You weren't at Brad? You didn't go to Brad?
No.
It just feels like I know you. Like I've met you before. Like I cannot believe we haven't met. I haven't met Jennifer. I haven't met.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
No. Yeah, so, I haven't met you, Sherelle. I haven't met none of the little crew. I'm waiting on May.
I know. I can't wait to give you a hug. Like it's gonna feel like I've met you before, because it feels like I have. It seems like I've seen you everywhere. You know, like
I'm surprised though, because Shavonna goes to a lot of books.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't go to any on that side. She stays on that side. Well, I mean, I was gonna go to One Love. She was there, but I didn't get to go to that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
No, I'm trying to get out there to do more book events too. So
yeah, I hope you do. But it was good seeing you at the Detroit Library.
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the discussion.
Yeah.
But thank you so much for coming back on the show. It's like I said, I couldn't believe it had been at least a couple of years. So we gotta get you on sooner than that next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we did do a chat in between there too.
Yeah.
Jennifer said she can't wait until she's able to meet.
Yeah. I've been doing in person. Forbidden Man. And that's been 11 years ago. Almost 11
really?
years
Okay.
ago. Yeah, like Jennifer and Shavonna since the Forbidden Man. Like that was came out in 2015. Like that's a long time ago.
And I got the Forbidden Man by accident, or say meant to tag somebody else.
Yeah.
For real? Okay.
She sent me a copy of the book and I read it. So I was like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Shavonna and Jennifer have been great in my group. because I've been absent and I've been busy. But y'all are just holding me down, and I just can't thank you enough.
Oh, no
Love it,
problem.
love it, love it.
Yeah. No
All
problem.
right, well, I'll be in touch, and like I said, I can't wait for the next book to come out, and I'm going to catch up on the Youngs too.
How
So
long we gotta
Yes.
wait?
get
How
back
long we
into
gotta
it.
wait? Yeah.
Book 2 is not coming out till next year. It's a little slower for traditional.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you'll get the Youngs hopefully before June.
Okay.
That's my
Okay.
goal. So
So y'all
I'm
got to
just
catch
trying to
up.
drop them back to back so we could just call it a wrap on the Youngs.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. So
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, Blake's book came out in May of 2021. So
Oh, that was
yeah,
that was
I'm
a
ready
while
to,
ago. Yeah.
yeah.
I think if she hadn't dropped Duke, we probably would have been on her more.
Yeah.
But
You said
since
what?
she went ahead and dropped Duke's book, we kind of left her alone.
I
Oh.
know. I was like, oh God. So I have people who are really upset about Bliss not having her happy ending. So I have to get Bliss's book in.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bliss is last. But yeah, Duke, everybody was on me about him. So I had to
Yeah.
That was a good discussion that we had on him too.
yeah, I love Duke. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of my favorite
He's
all-time
my favorite
characters.
too.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Love it, love it. All
Mhm.
right. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank
Rest
you, you
up.
too.
Yeah.
All right. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, we're going to go into our second segment where we give you our weekly highlight. And
Which is getting harder and harder.
yeah, but somebody it was somebody else I was just talking. Oh, Katina, and she said she started her list because she said so she'll know which ones she's already highlighted and which ones she hasn't. Because Jennifer was having a hard time last time too. Like, because I had to say, I think you did that one already. I think that was the time before.
Yeah, see.
Yeah. Alrighty. Actually, I'm going to do two tonight because one I'm going to redo because that when I did that one, we for some reason we had some kind of glitch and it never went live. So
Oh, okay. Well, you go
but,
right ahead.
okay, and it was such a good book that I said well, I definitely have to make sure to. But this one I actually took from my bookshelf,
Okay.
and this is a little different, but I remember loving this. And this is the cover. It's called Pleasure.
Okay.
And actually, I think I did put it up here too. Um, okay, so that's the cover. And I read this in my 30s actually, and it's been on my shelf for a long time. And I was going through my books. I'm like, I remember loving this book. So okay, so it's Pleasure is a woman's guide to getting the sex you want, need, and deserve, and it's by Hilda Hutcherson. She's an MD, and she's also a sex columnist. And it was published back in 2006.
Okay.
The genre is psychology and counseling, books on sexuality, general sexual health, and sex and sexuality. It's 336 pages, and the synopsis is written in the tone of a supportive and savvy friend who just happens to be a top sex expert. This invaluable guide explores redefining pleasure, why the quest for female orgasms is overhyped, and how to relax and truly enjoy sex with or without them, discovering the female body's pleasure zones, communicating with a partner about what feels good and what doesn't, exercising and eating to improve your sex life, sex positions 101 and 201, and a lifetime of pleasure, great sex after pregnancy, after 50, and more. And I
Hmm.
remember, like I said, I read it in my 30s, but I found it to be very informative and helpful in both like scientific terms, in sexual health and intimacy. Um, I also appreciated that the author had the credentials to know what she was talking about,
Okay.
both as a medical doctor and as a sex columnist. Um, and then I also love that it included images to depict the techniques that were described in the book.
Oh,
Of course, I'm not going to
okay.
show those on. I don't want to, but they are in the book. Um, and I couldn't find my review. And back then, I don't even know if I was reviewing regularly like I should have been, because but I did see on one review that it was similar to what I was thinking, and she was saying the reader is like a new patient engaging in a reassuring and open conversation with her well-chosen and nurturing gynecologist. By the time we get to pleasure, the doctor-patient relationship has grown significantly more personal and trusting, and the topics addressed take on a whole new level of intimacy. The illustrations shown in the book are sensually tasteful and instructive. The author shares tips and techniques that her patients have tried that work for not only rejuvenating a great sex life, but making an intimate relationship much stronger and more enjoyable than ever. And one of the things I remember loving too is because, a lot of women, especially like, in your 30s and 40s, but she also goes into women 50 and over, where you might think if you're not having an orgasm that something is wrong with you or um, whatever. But she puts in there about how our bodies are and that, you still can enjoy a sexual experience and intimacy even without having an orgasm, which you do learn as a woman as you get older,
Mhm.
I think. But she goes into a lot of things that I think a lot of women may appreciate and get a lot from. And so I highly recommend it. Look at Katina.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
Katina.
she been put that up there.
So for us, for anybody single and dating, or even if you're married and been married for a while, one of the reviewers was like, she's been married for a while, and this helped spice up her, her marriage and all that kind of stuff. So,
Mhm.
and then another reviewer was talking about she's very shy, and so this gave her a lot of insight in what she could do with her husband and all of that. Yes, Katina, she said this is Women History Month, so right on time. That's right. That's right. So, like I said, I highly recommend it. Um, and I think that anybody, any age will get something from it. So I highly recommend it. Okay, so my other one is the one that I did before that didn't come through,
Okay.
but was very, very good. So I wanted to make sure to highlight it again. And this one is The Tattered Cover by Ellery Adams. And this was my first time reading this author. And I actually got it because I got an art. And but it's book 8 in the series, and it's a cozy mystery. And the synopsis is it was a dark, rainy night at Nora Pennington's Miracle Books when a mysterious death brings the secret book in Scone Society, which is the name of the series, into the Halloween season on the trail of a murderer. As the residents of Miracle Springs, North Carolina select their costumes, plan parties, and get excited for a night of tricks or treats, Nora joins in on the festivities by hosting medium memorist Lyra Lutz at the bookstore. Charismatic and compelling, Lyra mesmerizes the audience with her life story. Struck by a bolt of lightning as a child, she was pronounced dead only to be resurrected with the ability to connect with those on the other side. Lyra performs a reading for a select group of bookstore patrons when the encroaching storm knocks out the power. In the sudden darkness, howling cold winds intensify, and Lyra clutches her heart, collapsing dead without warning. But Nora doesn't believe she died of natural causes. Not one member of the psychic's reading group, which includes the town's widower pharmacist, urgent care nurse, mystery author, and even truculent Deputy Hollowell, were admirers of Lyra. Nora confirms this when she stumbles upon Lyra's journal in aftermath of her death, For within its leathery bound pages are the medium and her client's deepest and darkest secrets, written in code. Now Nora and a secret book in Scone Society must sift through the suspects and their motives to uncover which one of them is a killer before he or she is tempted to strike again. And it was such a good cozy mystery, and I love the friendships in this one too. It's a small town, and Nora, she is actually um, a newcomer to the town. She's been there for a few years now, but she came getting over a tragedy in her life, and she has a redemption story. And so I love too that her bookstore is in a converted train station. So I just love that whole concept of that, and I could picture it as I was reading it. But her friends is like they have their own little society, so they all are involved in all of the murder mysteries that go on in this series. So I just loved it. It was well done, and it's making me want to go back and read all the rest of the books.
Book 9 comes out in October.
Oh, for real? Okay.
Yeah.
So I got to catch up. I mean, read the back ones so I can be prepared for book 10. I mean, book 9.
Yeah.
But I highly recommend it. It was very, very good.
Okay.
JB said, "Thanks, Cheryl. Yes, that for the first book, JB."
Yeah, that was up there from the first book.
Yes, Erica. It was very. Both of them are very good. I haven't read Pleasure in a long time, but I remember loving it, and I thought it was very insightful. But the cozy mystery, you all should try it if you like cozy mysteries. You will really love it. And then the fact that it's set in the bookstore is just icing on the cake for book
Right.
lovers. Yep. Katina, who done it? It's so good, so well done. And I will be reading more of this author's work. All right. So now we're going to go over to Shavana's book. And this has been on my list to read too, Shavana. So I'm gonna have to.
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna have to move it up because he was just talking about this too not too long ago.
Yes. So this Quagmire by Brian W. Smith was my first book that I read by him, and it was the first time I had ever met him. I went to a book event in 2015. This had just came out, and I bought this book there. And it was with my book club VLR. Michelle went straight to the room and read it straight that night. And
okay.
She finished it that night, and the next morning she was like, "You gotta help me read it." So driving, because we went to Maryland. So driving home, I read the book, and oh my gosh, when I tell you, he is known for his twists and turns and trying to figure stuff out. But yeah. So look, I wrote down stuff like Cheryl. Quagmire, 220 pages. This came out in 2015. Brian W. Smith. This is the synopsis. Would you protect your brother if he committed a murder? What if the person your brother murdered was related to your spouse? Is in his trademark style, best-selling author Brian W. Smith has penned a mind-blowing novel that will have readers questioning whether marriage vows trump a sibling bond. The suspense is capped off by a mind-blowing surprise ending. Yes, it was a surprise ending. Now, most books I read with stuff like this, I always figure out who it is. I think it's only one of his books that I figured out who it was. So
he's good with his plots.
He is good, yes. I gave it 5 stars. My review was family can be your worst enemy. This was the first time reading this book by this author. It definitely won't be the last. There were times I was like it. There were times I don't even know what I wrote. Oh, that was getting on my nerves. I was like, okay. I was saying like, oh, they was getting on my nerves. Do they not watch any crime shows? And then, no, I ain't gonna read that part because that's gonna give it away. But I enjoyed all the plots and twists in this book, and I look forward to reading more about him. And I've been reading, I went back and read some of his other stuff. I don't got behind again now because he don't been dropping some new stuff. But there's
Yeah, I
nothing.
see he been dropped a few things because I need to catch up too, and I still need to read this. And we chatted with him about what book was that? Enigma, is that what it was?
See, I ain't read Enigma yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was good too. And I still need to read Paper Bag too.
Yeah, I haven't read Paper Bag. I read Glass Houses and I read Was It Missing? That was good.
Oh, okay.
And I read Hoarders. Hoarders was real good.
Okay.
All of them are good, but yeah.
And then me and Katina talked to him about his latest, well, not latest, but it was like last year or the year before, his new mystery. It was a detective. Was it detective, Katina? Oh, New York. It was about New York City, some New York City or something. Okay. For some reason, I'm getting a brain fog. But hello, Miss Cheryl Lister. We were just talking about you. And I was telling them how you had me salivating when me and Katina talked to you about Table for Two and the sequel with all your goodies, and we were talking about the brownies and stuff. And then Elle, of course, said she agrees that the brownies are worth getting, and then they were seconding that in the comments. Oh yeah, Sleepy Carter, yeah, Antoinette. I still have to read his Sleepy Carter mysteries too. Oh, that's what I saw. Okay, so he has a new Sleepy Carter mystery out. Okay, because I knew I saw something that just came out not too long ago.
Yeah, I haven't read Animus yet either.
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah, I'm behind on him.
Yeah, it's hard to, it's hard to, because that's why I was telling Elle, I need to catch up on the Youngs too.
Yeah, I'm caught up on Youngs. I just need to catch up like on all the side books that she wrote with everybody else when they have. Them the only ones I haven't read by her. Well, I read some of them. I just need to finish the other ones. So.
Oh, Jennifer, that was the last one you read of his when we chatted with him. Yeah, you need that New York City one that we talked to him about was good, and then I need to check out the rest of them. But and I need to check out his Sleepy Carter stuff too. Yeah. But yeah, I love his stuff. I love his plot twists. He's the master of it.
Right. I know we was reading one of them. Which one was it? It was I can't think of one, but we did with a book club. And I said, Brian, I got a question for you. Your character was a vegan, but he was eating a chicken sandwich.
Oh, for real? What did he say?
He said, I had 50 people read that book and ain't nobody catch that. I was like, yeah, I caught it. I don't know why they didn't catch.
Oh man, that's funny.
I've been told that I be catching stuff other people don't catch.
Right. That's funny. Oh man. Everyone, also thank you so much for coming out and being so engaged. And if you haven't read Elle Wright's book, The X Dilemma, please check it out. You will enjoy it, I'm pretty sure. And check out the rest of her catalog too if you haven't checked out the rest of her books. And we were discussing Forbidden Man. If you haven't read that, I loved it. You're gonna get a lot of friendship in those books as well.
The Pure Talent series, the Wellspring series, all of them.
Yeah. And then like I was telling Elle that Angela Seals is going to be on. What day? When is she? She's going to be on. She's not going to be on until June though. For Eric's Tale, that's one of the collaborations that they all did, the anthology.
Oh, okay. I think that was for October. They did that one for October.
Yeah, and I'm gonna have to have Cheryl on and talk about what's the other one Elle said was one of her
Milo's Tale.
Yeah, Milo's Tale, because I haven't had Cheryl on in a while. So we can talk about that if she's willing to come back on. But next week, me and Katina will be talking to a author that is new to me, Yasmin Ango, and her thriller Behind These Four Walls. So I hope you all can tune in for that as well. I just started reading it, and it's
spell her last name.
Angoe.
Oh, that's the one you put in the group about what you was reading. Okay.
Yeah, did I?
I think
And
so.
then is Yasmin is the first name.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And so this is my first time reading. But I've seen her like her stuff because she didn't. I think she did an assassin series too, a lady
Okay.
assassin. So I need to check that out as well. So I have seen her stuff, and then when this one came around, I said, let me reach out to her. So I'm excited to talk to her as well. Um, but we have some great shows in store for you coming up, everyone. So I hope that you just be sure to check out the Book Buzz Shows page on Facebook and YouTube, and then you always know who's coming up. Because I usually put 3 out there at a time, or 3 or 4 for that month. So, like if you go out there now, you'll see 3, the next 3 upcoming. All right, everyone. Thank you for coming out and enjoy the rest of your evening, and we will see you next time.